Avery. Avery. Hi, pretty girl. We're waiting in line? What are you doing? Stand up, silly. You're so goofy. Oh, stand up. Good morning, guys. We just got in. We dropped Phoenix off at school. Then I had to go to the post office. I made a trade on the Shopkins, the doubles that we have. You know, people are trying to complete their collections, and so are we. Even though we have the ones from my sister-in-law that we still haven't got because she hasn't come by. Like, we haven't been able to meet up and see her. So I don't know which ones are in there, but I figured even if the ones that are in there are the ones that I traded this lady for, it's not so bad because these are good ones, like rares and ultra rares. So it's not like it's bad to have more than one. And the ones that I gave her, I had plenty of. So I just went to the post office for that. And then now come home, feed Avery, feed myself, take a shower, and go back out. We gotta go to Target to buy some diapers because we're running low. I had to send diapers to school, so every time I send that, it's like our like we were okay for like another week, but now that I sent like a bunch, like one of the whole sleeves, it's like, yeah, now we need to get diapers. So we're gonna get diapers, and then I want to stop by Michael's to get the letter A for Avery's room, for the kids' room. Last night, Avery woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning saying, "Mama, mama, mama, mommy, mommy, mommy," and I've heard it in my sleep, and then I woke up like that, and I saw that she was sitting up, and then I switched the camera to Phoenix's, and I was like, he was still asleep, so I like rushed in there as quietly as possible, and I got her and like put her on my lap and stuff. But then when I did that, I realized that her diaper was like full to capacity, and I'm like, all right, I gotta take her out. So I gotta take her out of the room. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to just easily bring her back in there, and I didn't want to do like a whole bunch of commotion and end up waking up Phoenix, because that wouldn't have been good. So what I did was I took her out, I put her on our bed, I changed her, and as soon as I brought her into our room, she was like, "Baba, baba, baba," and I'm like, all right. So I gave her milk. I don't want her to wake up John, and then she drank her milk and kind of fell back to sleep, but she was like kicking and turning and tossing. I know John's back was probably killing him because she like likes to lay this way. So me and John are like this, and she likes to lay like this for some reason. And as much as I would turn her, every time she would move, I would keep turning her, keep turning her, keep turning her, and she just ends up this way. And I don't know why I didn't just put the little mattress on the ground and lay with her there, or lay her there, but I was just so tired and like half asleep. So it wasn't a great night, but hey, she was in there at 8 o'clock, so from like 8 to 2, that wasn't so bad. And this is only the second time she's done that. The first night or the second night she woke up like that, but I went in and put the passing and she was fine, but it was a lot earlier. So you win some, you lose some, right? I mean, for the most part it's going well, so that's good, but I am exhausted because it was like 4 o'clock before I went to sleep because I kept waking up and moving her. And then at 6:30, I was like, my alarm was going off, and I was like, oh no. So, but Phoenix didn't wake up, so that was also good. So let me get all this done because it's 9 o'clock, and I want to hopefully be out the door by 10. So we have to eat, me shower and get dressed, and then be out the door by 10. So let's see if we can do it. Okay, it is 9:50 and we are ready to go. I am showered. The dishes aren't done, but that's okay. Diaper bag is packed. I'm taking this with me because I want to make sure that the A is the same size one. So I'm taking that with me. Just packing in some more diapers. Got everything packed. Avery fed. I'm fed. I got food to go for lunch. And we're gonna be off. So I love when I can get out by the time I want to, even though I mean it'll probably be a little after time by the time we get situated in the car, but you know what I mean. Avery was so good while I took a quick shower, thank the Lord. Someone is hiding because she doesn't want to leave. This is every day she does this to me, or she starts screaming, crying because she doesn't want to leave. And now today she's hiding. Avery, let's go, we gotta go. Come on. No. Yes. Now I have to pick her up. Screaming and crying and take her to the car. Avery, let's go. No. Let's go. No. I don't know what's this new thing with her and why she is just does not want to leave the house. In the morning, she's not as bad when Phoenix is there. Actually, I don't. Yeah, she runs away and like hides but laughs and stuff, and eventually I can put on her jacket and she's fine. But when I have to pick him up, or like now I'm leaving to go to the stores and stuff, she just runs and hides and screams. I literally have to force her jacket on her while holding her up because she like gets all limp and stuff. And her shoes the same thing, and I literally had to just get her from on the table and carry her all the way to the car. Most of the time she'll eventually walk out the door, but today I don't know, and she was just crying up until I started vlogging. I guess me talking kind of, I don't know, shut her up. And I tried giving her books and a toy and even the iPad, and she was like, no. She is getting a temper that is very, very rough. I think she is definitely going to be our tough one because her attitude, and if like she doesn't get what she wants, she yells. And at night she does it the most because she knows I'm trying to get Phoenix to sleep, so I just don't want her to cry, and I'm gonna like give her whatever she wants, you know, not really, but like if she like cries because of this, I'll be like, okay, here, just lay down, you know. And at night she does it the most, and it's starting to become bad because I don't want it to be a habit. I don't want her to learn, and I need to start disciplining her. And I do tell her like no, or you know, I tell her stuff, but I think I need to get a little rougher with her because this is where it starts, and if you don't do stuff now, it just gets out of hand. Phoenix was never like this. He has his tough moments, and you tell him no and he'll whine and cry about it for a bit, but it's a different whine and cry. Her whine and cry is kind of like a excruciating loud scream, and like she won't stop. Like it's bad. And Phoenix is just kind of like a whine, and I mean he has his moments where he gets bad, but hers is just different. I can't explain it, but it's tough. I guess that's what happens when you have a girl. I had a tough demeanor as a child from what I heard. As a baby I was a crybaby, kind of like her, and I only wanted my mom. If somebody else pushed my stroller, I would get upset and like stomp my feet and drag my feet. They had to like hide to like switch people if it wasn't my mom. Like it was really bad. I was super attached to my mom. And the other day as we were putting Avery's bed in her room, I'm thinking Avery never had a crib. She went from the rock and play. She had that porter crib for a little bit, which she barely used. I mean, she would end up in there and then out. I mean, she probably used it a good amount, but not a lot. And then she went to the toddler bed, which she used my bed more than the toddler bed when it was in our room. And then now she's in her room on the bed or whatever. And that's how I was. I did not have a crib. My mom said I slept with her from day one, and I stopped sleeping with her when I was 18. But my mom was single, so I guess it's easier to kind of fall into that routine when there's nobody. You don't have to worry about like, you know, like me, where I'm like, I want John to sleep in bed and stuff like that, or so we try to work on it. But if John wasn't around, I probably would have her in my bed, and she probably would be sleeping with me until she was 18. And the reason I stopped sleeping with my mom at 18 is because we finally moved and I had my own room. Before that I was sharing a room with her, so it was kind of like at that point I had to, but when we finally moved, I had my own room. My mom was like, no, stay sleeping with me, and she missed it at that point and stuff. And I was so excited to have my own bed at that point, but she's just there with this like serious pouty face on right now. But I guess me talking calmed her down. Now I know what to try to do. So on our way, I think I'm gonna go to Michael's first because I just kind of have to run into Michael's. And I switched her jacket to the smaller one so that it's easier to go in and out of the car because the other one's just too big. And now we're just gonna kind of go in and out a few times to Michael's and Target, so I don't want to like, you know, it's harder with the big bulkier coat. And it's 33 out. It doesn't actually feel that cold though, so that's good. We're at Target now. Up on the sidewalk, Avery. She wants to walk in the street. Hey, Avery, where are you going? She just wants to run. Your toddler's cranky. You open a snack. I had snacks for her. She didn't want it. She saw these and she wanted it. We've eaten almost the whole thing. I ate some too. We're at Target. Hey, are you eating? Her face. Oh boy. She keeps wanting to feed me. They're all done. You eat them. Thank you.
Oh, they're from here?
They're almost done, so you eat them, okay? No? Oh, we dropped that one. You marching? For some reason he marches every time we get here. Phoenix, are you marching? Oh, knock knock. Is anybody home? Oh, thank you guys for knocking, but nobody's home. Come on, let's open it. You guys are making havoc. Watch it, buddy. Move over. I'm about to start making jam, but first I'm gonna make some cookies for dessert. John ate most of the ones I made yesterday, so I want some more, and I picked up some more. So I'm about to make some of those and then start dinner. And here's my little help. What are you doing, Bubba's? You counting? Look at Ava. She comes, she puts it down here. He gets mad. Phoenix, leave the light on. Hey, stop playing with the light. He's this thing with lights lately. Hey, look. When you get to 15, you're going to turn that on and off 15 times? I think he was doing that yesterday, now that I think of it. Because he was turning it off and on, and I didn't understand why. And there comes Avery. Messing up his throat. Oh, you didn't fall. Get up. You're okay. Avery, I gotta change your diaper. I just changed his. Hey, Avery. Phoenix, let her play too, okay? She can put it here, and you put it over here. Hi, guys. So, just finished doing the dishes and cleaning the kitchen. Can you guess what time it is? It's 9 o'clock. What? It was, we put the kids to bed at 7, and by 7:30, I was out of their room. Amazing. They fell asleep so fast. It was crazy. Which is crazy because Avery had a little bit of a nap in the car, but it was earlier. Like, not like when we went to pick up Phoenix. It was when we were on our way back from Target. So, it was earlier. And Phoenix was pretty tired. Like, he was playing with his apple and literally falling asleep on it. And I told him, turn it off. And I took it from him because he kept falling asleep and then touching it. So amazing. Now let's hope. I just poked myself in the eye. Did you see that? Now let's hope Avery stays there all night. Not like last night, please. So John started the wash while I was putting him to bed. So now I'm gonna switch it out, put the whites in, and go enjoy some type of treat. Because that's what you do at night, which is the worst thing. But I just clean dishes. No, I have to go pay the bills. And then sit down, enjoy something, and edit this vlog. Tomorrow is Friday, TGIF. This week went fast, I guess because of the Monday the kids had no school, and because my sisters were here, and stuff like that, and it was a really good time with them. Also, it's sad because while they were in the airport waiting to go back to Florida, they got some really bad news that their little cousin, I consider her my cousin too, but she is their blood cousin. Like, she's their father's their uncle's, like their father's brother, his daughter, so their first cousin from their father's side. But there's a napkin in my pocket, I guess, but she on the way home from the hospital, her mom stopped at our house when we lived in Florida when I was younger, and she pretty much lived with us. Like, she was always there. My mom used to babysit her when her mom went to work, and from the minute she came to our house, like, my mom loved her. Like, that was her Mama Rosa, she used to call my mom. And so we grew up with her for a while. I think she even came down here once when we moved back to Florida. She even came down here to visit because my mom missed her so much. So she's a couple of years younger than me. She's 22. I'm gonna be 30. I'm 29. I'll insert a picture here of her when she was little with us. And so she passed away It was just some bad decisions, and then just I you know, whatever. And it's just really, really sad because she was so young and had such a long life ahead of her, and it was just horrible for them to hear that while they were in the airport still, and they had a delay. And it's like making me sad. Today's the funeral, and I know that it must be so hard on their parents, on her parents, and I just can't just kind of keep telling myself she's gonna be with my mom, and my mom's gonna be taking care of her and watching over her and with her, and you know, they're gonna be reunited. And it stinks, death stinks, but I try to think that they're gonna be together and that she's gonna get to see my mom again, and she hasn't seen her in a while, and stuff like that. But it is kind of sad to me. I mean, I hadn't seen her personally in about, I think the last time I went over there was right before I met John, so 6-7 years I hadn't seen her. And the last time I saw her, I remember she was saying how, oh, when she was 18, she was going to get a tattoo for my mom and all this. And I don't know if she ever got one, because she did have quite a bit of tattoos. But anyway, may she rest in peace. And I hope that my family is keeping it together as much as they possibly can. I can't even imagine losing a child, even though they're, you know, she was 22. That's pretty young. But it still has to be hard. My grandmother, my sister's grandmother, I always call them my grandmother, my dad, the same thing, is taking it really bad. I had to kind of medicate her and kind of keep her calm. I don't know how the funeral is going right now. I haven't talked to my sisters, but I just keep praying and saying prayers all day that it has gone as good as a funeral could possibly go. Because I know at my grandma's funeral, I kind of had a moment, and those moments come, but I hope that they pull together and keep strong. So make sure you tell your loved ones you love them, and you never know. Life is so short, and it stinks. It really does. But that's why we have to believe in a greater God and in something else, even if it's not God, not Jesus, whatever it is you believe in. We have to believe in that, because it just makes it a little easier. So anyways, guys, sorry for that little whatever that was, but go to my mommy channel and check out my sister tag. Me and my sisters did the sister tag on our way to the mall the other day, and it was really fun. You find out a little bit more about how my sisters are and us together and stuff, and kind of a different side of me, a little bit different side of me. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.